So you can get direct connect connections and ExpressRoute into Azure and be able to take advantage of those without SDN. What are the things that SDN can offer to be able to incentivize users to make that step? Is that flexibility? Is the path variability? We've sort of dabbled in the service provider space with things like bandwidth on demand, but those are things that usually are much longer time frame. We're talking, even in the best cases, maybe hours and such.
Well, I don't mean to be a hog, but I can jump on that real quick. I like analogies. That's how I understand things. So think about your car. You wake up in the morning, your GPS. It can figure out the best route to get there. So what it does, it communicates with all the other cars, and everybody does that. But in real life, what happens, everybody only has one route, and it gets clogged, or they call it jammed up, and they call that a restricted network. So they can't really have flexibility. But in the SDN world, what we can do is where we give all the other functions, which are VLANs, everybody talks and everybody chooses a different path. So it's not just one road, it can be many roads. And that's where I see is a big incentive of the SDN coming.
And you actually mentioned the bandwidth on demand feature, and that is something that is again an opportunity but a challenge. A challenge on something like that. I mean, Verizon rolled that bandwidth on demand or function about 10 years ago, and it never really went anywhere. And the challenges every carrier's had in offering that is education, making customers understand what it is, pricing, creating a pricing structure that customers can understand, and ease of use, and then making it actually revenue generation rather than just a very expensive, cool toy that doesn't really make money. The real potential of SDN is that that's a very simple, basic feature that will be out there, and people will slowly learn to use it over time, and they can monetize it, but more so, they can do things like that, towards your point about changing carriers without a truck roll. And the customer is one of the weakest points in any carrier operation. The information required for circuit install, physically having the customer there. There are major companies where carriers will have to go out 7 times before they can get the right person and access to the right service area to actually put in a circuit. And that's one of the reasons those 30-day waits exist. Once there's a functionality out there to eliminate that, and the savings for carriers is huge, and the opportunity for customers is obviously greatly enhanced as well.